channel. Hopefully everybody is doing great on this Tuesday afternoon. As you can see, I already pulled a spread for the general collective reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So we got the trust card here. We got the within the next few months, no need to worry, take action, perfect timing, get more information, there's something better, improving health. Yeah, so there's something that is coming up for you within the next few months, something that you've been asking for, something that you've been waiting for, something that you have also been trying to manifest, and Spirit really wants you to be at ease when it comes to getting your answer and just walking into not only your destiny, but the life that you have imagined, for yourself. A lot of you all are trying to improve your health energetically, emotionally, and physically at this time, as well. So trust that, when you take action, the right course of steps, then you definitely have no need to worry, because there's something better that Spirit is going to give you also here on your journey. You may need to get more information, or you probably have been seeking and doing research and things as such, especially when it comes, to your health, because a lot of people are really doing things alternatively in regards to Chinese medicine, just alternative medicine or health, all together. But whatever you are trusting and waiting for at this moment in time, it will happen in perfect timing, in divine timing, meaning that, your angels, your guides, Spirit is definitely have a hold on it and will bring it to you when it is best needed, when it is right and good for you to be able to walk into it, to be able to receive it, to be able to see it, to be able to have the fullness of healing and or whatever your endeavors or whatever you are asking Spirit for at this moment in time. And, it's going to come really soon, within the next few months, not 3 months. It says within. So it could happen tomorrow, in a week, 2 weeks, 2 months. You see what I'm saying? So definitely Spirit wants you to be in alignment when it comes to your energy. Some of y'all need to work with your chakras because it is off, and that's making your aura be, off and unaligned as well. You know what I'm saying? But keep on having faith, trusting, and moving forward with the tech action and being in here. Then sooner or later, you will see the results that you want, because a lot of y'all are focused and are asking Spirit for certain things, like I said, in regards to healing, in regards to your finances, in regards to your relationship. And Spirit said, don't worry, within the next few months, there's something better coming up, all in perfect timing. It is going to be great for you, and, trust that it will. Okay, so let's see what else is coming out here for you. Let me pull some cards here. We got the 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands. We got the 8 of Wands here. The Moon card here as well. We got the High Priestess card. And we got the 8 of Pentacles being in here. Okay. So definitely, something have not worked out perfectly as you wanted to, because you're definitely are looking at some failed attempts, some disappointment, something that didn't work out for you in the 5 of Cups here. But just look, there's 2 more cups here, right? So definitely something that is coming up that you don't see because your back is turned to it. You're feeling a certain type of way. You're feeling very emotional. You feel as though Spirit is not with you, leading you or guiding you, or going to bring you exactly, what you want and what you need at this time, But you definitely have to look at things in a different perspective. Not every disappointment is a disaster, right? There's definitely a different perspective that you need to be looking at here when it comes to your situation. You know what I'm saying? With the 7 of Wands, there's definitely something that is going against you at this moment in time. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to conflicts, fighting, with people or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, you're alone and you have like 6 other people, trying to stump you, stagnate you, fight you, cause conflicts and things as such, you know what I'm saying? But with the Eight of Wands, definitely it's time to make your move out of the situation. And a lot of y'all are going to swiftly be guided out because you have your guides and your angels here helping you, leading you, and guiding you and giving you strength when you don't have strength, or when you feel like you don't have strength or guidance, or you don't know where to go. Definitely your spirit team is helping you, leading you, and guiding you out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? And allowing you to know that, everything is going to resolve successfully, right? And with the moon card being in here, definitely this is a time to honor your intuition, with the high priestess being in here, because you definitely are very intuitive. You're highly honored in the spiritual realm. This is a perfect timing as well, where you all will see yourself leveling up and elevating within yourself, spiritually, physically, financially, and emotionally here as well. So even if things feel as though you can't trust what you see, or you are in a mental confusion because you just don't understand or know which way to go, or feel like that you are in a dark, definitely, sooner or later, you know what I'm saying, especially when you're listening to your gut hunches, you'll definitely be guided, out of the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And so Eight of Pentacles, it seems as though, you are definitely, taking action and taking the next necessary steps, and or are guided, or will, you know what I'm saying? Because you definitely are wanting to see the labor of your work here. And a lot of y'all have been focused on that with the Eight of Pentacles being in here. And you may be learning some new things and new skills at whatever you're doing here. But whatever you're doing, give it your all, and you definitely will. It will be a success, no matter what, right? So let's go ahead and get some more cards here. Greetings, everybody that is coming in here. How are you all doing? Make sure that you tap on the screen. Give me a thumbs up at the right-hand corner, 3 dotted lines. And if you haven't subscribed and you resonate, please do subscribe. And if anybody want to get on the list to ask a question, definitely feel free to do so. You can Cashapp me 25 at AUMORA, the number 1, okay? Anytime that I'm live, you could definitely get on the list to ask a personal question. So let's see here, Spirit. What else did I need to know at this time? All right, I only got one hand here, so bear with me. We got Mother Nature. We got money. It's coming here. Whoop, whoop. We got Santa Muerte. We got, again, the High Priestess coming out here again. We got the Gesture card. Father Time. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to get one more. And the Wild card being in here. So with Mother Nature, coming out here, it just ties to what I was saying in the beginning in regards to, your energy and, being able to open up your third eye and crown chakra so that you'll be able to have your intuition heightened, and it has with the High Priestess being in here, twice. But in order to do that, you need to reconnect with Mother Nature when it comes to nature, like spending time outside, barefooted in the grass, hugging a tree, drinking water, you know what I'm saying? Taking advantage of the elements of the earth as well. And that's going to recharge you, and that's going to ground you as well, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to start to feel self-love, and that is key, and that is most important on your journey here. We all learn to come back to ourselves, come back to our memories and stuff, and especially to come back to self-love. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love yourself first and foremost and choose yourself first and foremost, then you definitely will have, not only harmonious, successful relationships or whatever, but your path will be, a little bit more easier. And it's going to get easier and easier. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to tell yourself that, and it will. And with the money coming in here, whether or not your finances been rocky, you've been having money concerns and things as such, something is coming up, in regards to your monies, whether it's a promotion or a new career or a new job or things as such, is definitely is coming in here. And that's some of the things that you all been really praying about and focusing on at this time. So definitely it's going to start trickling in. Spirit is saying, you're going to start feeling it, and all of a sudden you're going to start seeing it, because with the death and rage, you definitely have put a lot of things to rest, right? You have left a lot of things that don't serve you at all whatsoever at this moment in time on your journey. And even, some of y'all perhaps might have, lost a loved one or whatever, but, when something is dead, then you have a chance to metaphorically, have something new. And definitely I feel like the Fool's card is not here, but I definitely feel like you are embarking on a new journey, a new start in the beginning for yourself here, especially with the High Priestess, card being in here. You know what I'm saying? You have this divine feminine energy because you reflect a lot and doing a lot of inner reflection, right? Self-evaluation and things as such. And you're very, sensitive, very nurturing. You perhaps are a mother or a parent here as well. Spirit saying that you are a hard worker, again, with the Eight of Pentacles. And that's why things with the Eight of Wands that come towards you quickly when it comes to your money, when it comes to the things that you are putting out in the universe here as well. And with the Jester card, no matter what you've been going through, ups and downs and certain type of situations, money, relationships, whatever, you're going to learn to laugh about it sooner or later, right? That's going to be of the past. You're going to be your own cheerleader because you allow people to walk away, and within this, you're learning how to have patience and love and passion, for yourself, all in due time. Again, confirmation with perfect timing being in here, and the Father time being in here, all in due time and perfect timing. So sometimes you have to wait, and with the waiting period, you have to be patient, but for some of you all, it's definitely going to come up really soon with the wheel of fortune here. When you felt like you had mishaps and misfortunes and missed opportunities and stuff, definitely it's almost like Spirit is going to give you a second chance at certain things, a second chance at love, a second chance at that career opportunity, a second chance, just at life, because, you definitely are going through this metamorphosis and this new journey, right? So that is why, and it definitely it is all in due timing, and because you have used your time, wisely and being, very productive, again, with the Eight of Pentacles being in here, you're working hard in so many different type of ways, not only physically, but also emotionally and mentally as well, if that makes sense, pulling things for yourself, along your journey. And with the Wild card being in here, you definitely have taken back your power. You're standing in your energy as well. You know what I'm saying? You're honoring yourself, and just, taking time out to feel like you have never felt before. That's what it is all about. To be human is to feel and have emotions and, have inquisitive type of thought processes, right? And so, to do that, you definitely have learned a lot on your journey here, at this moment in time, which I think is, a great thing, right? So let's see what else here. Gratitude for the messages, Spirit. This is great. This is on point. If you resonate with it, definitely, and let me know in the comments box, especially if you are on the replay here. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna shuffle these cards up. All right, what else did I need to know? There's some last messages here. We got the full card. Yep, I knew it. I seen the full card before it even came in here, so that's definitely confirmation. We got the health card here. Yes, confirmation. Again, health is coming out again for you all. We got the devil card here. And then last but not least, we have the governor of wands being in here. So definitely, again, confirmation. I know you all are experiencing, a lot of different type of changes, but it doesn't always have to be bad, right? Because you are embarking on, a new journey and a new beginning for yourself in life. So things might start out, really shaky, and you might have mental confusion and don't know exactly what's going on, but it's a great thing that's going on because you're going through this metamorphosis, because finally it's about time for you to do so, right? Spirit don't allow us to stay at the level that we are forever, right? We need to level up, you know what I'm saying, in a lot of different type of ways in this life, and specifically more so spiritually as well. So that's why you taking the leap of faith, towards, your journey in whatever that you're focusing on, especially when it comes to your health, right? A lot of y'all have diseases within your body, and you kind of figure out like, I need to take care of this issue, and maybe I need to do more holistic, type of approach when it comes to healing, and stop doing drugs and narcotics and alcohol and smoking and things as such, and being around people that will drain your energy and put you into mental distress, right? Again, confirmation, death, rage, and death ending. So, condolences for the ones who have lost, a friend or family member, a loved one. But also it's really great because you're leaving, a lot of things behind. You're stopping a lot of your behaviors and being around, certain people and energies in your life, which is great because you're finally figuring it out. That was one of the main problems, right? And now you're able to move forward in confidence and start on this new life and this fresh start here. A lot of y'all are natural leaders, and maybe leaders in your position at work, or you might be a boss, as well. And you might have, fire in your chart, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, perhaps, or just in that energy and stuff, and you're learning to be a leader, or having these leadership skills. A lot of y'all are very charismatic, even though sometimes you could be impulsive and things as such. But if this is not you as of yet, this definitely will be you. Spirit said you'd like almost being reborn, right? I like that analogy, Spirit. But this is great. This is definitely beautiful. So I'm gonna get some last messages here. See what else is going on with your relationships here. Because we talked about how, a lot of y'all have left, the death cards being in here, a lot of energies that no longer serve you, and again, divine timing is at work. Perfect timing is at work in your life, if you're waiting to see things, get better, for sure. Especially when it comes to your love life here, because the person that you're with, they could be the one, already. Whether you know it or not, you already met the romantic partner you seek. Again, confirmation, this is definitely a soulmate that you're connecting with at this time, and or, in the future, definitely, because this reading could be about the past, present, or the future. So take whatever resonates, leave what doesn't. You definitely have been talking to your friends, and asking for help and support from others, And for some of you all, with the reconciliation card being, you may reconcile with a past person that you knew, whether you were in a romantic relationship with them or not. Some of you may, with the ex. It just depends, you know what I'm saying? Depends on, situation, because in the past you had unrequited love. There wasn't enough attraction or chemistry to keep the relationship going, for some reason, and for some reason, you release your ex, or maybe you need to do that, at this moment in time, or clear your energy, like we were talking before in regards to Mother Nature over here. But no matter what, Spirit wants you to stay optimistic about your love life, always thinking positive and having faith will bring you the romance, you know, that you seek, whether this is a person from the past or from the future or not, you know. Because again, confirmation, you're definitely the person you're going to meet or you're in a relationship with is your soulmate for sure. But you have to watch out for, you know, the people that are wearing a self false mask, whether it's you or the other person, you know, that you are dealing with and or will deal with. You know, but no matter what, when it comes to your love life, you know, Spirit wants you to let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, especially for my ladies and stuff that's been in relationships. You feel like, okay, now I think it's about time for me to get married, you know what I'm saying? And you being very impatient and maybe sometimes rude and things as such. Although, of course, your man don't read your mind, you know what I'm saying? So simply have a conversation, you know? Go out on a retreat and spend some time together and really have a heart-to-heart conversation to, you know, let him know how you feel. But a lot of y'all will take a retreat or already have did that, or you will in the future, to disconnect from the world, you know, to maybe be something that you need in your relationship at this moment in time. You know, a lot of y'all are focused on finances and career, you know, so you don't want that to affect your relationship or whatever, you know. But with this person, you definitely will feel, you know, a lot of chemistry. You know, there's a strong magnetic attraction here, especially with the one that you will reconcile with, right? And that's why you guys are drawn, you know, back together, especially because this is your, you know, soulmate. But Spirit is saying that you definitely, you know, deserve love and you are lovable. So know that. Love yourself first, no matter what. But, you know, I see you guys being very open and vulnerable and getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's a really great thing. And for some of y'all, you will meet your soulmate really soon. You know, some of y'all are still, you know, dealing with a breakup and stuff, and you freed yourself from that situation, which is good, you know, because you're taking back your life, right? But make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So definitely trust, you know, the guidance, you know what I'm saying, that Spirit is giving you at this moment in time when it comes to your soulmate, whether you have met them or not, you know, because, you know, you don't want to make the wrong decisions or, you know, go on a wrong, you know, path when it comes to a relationship again, right? So trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, you know, because this person is your true love here, and they won't be scared. They will be open and vulnerable to express their love, you know, towards you, whether or not, you know, you are religious or your person or spiritual or have something differently. I really feel like, you know, definitely this is going to work out for you. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely have marriage in your future. Okay, so that's all I have for you all at this moment in time. If you resonated with it, definitely make sure you let me know, you share out, you comment, you subscribe on today. And if anybody, you know, want to ask a question, this is the time to do so, okay? And if not, then every time that you see me on here, you definitely have a chance to ask a personal question, okay? You'll see the information in the description. I appreciate y'all so much for joining me here on the live and or on the replay. And I hope to see you all soon again. And I'm going to send you love and light. Bye for now.